Hello everyone. Now I discuss the important concept and issues that Bangladesh faces looming food crisis due to the Myanmar border conflicts. Okay, in this video, cover the entire concept regarding this Bangladesh issues. Okay, first of all, we see the map is here. Just a second. Here, okay. The Bangladesh Myanmar border, okay, approximately 271. Okay, and this area, just a second. This area is known as Rakhine States. Okay, Rakhine State. And this area Bangladesh, that is the Chittagong hills, okay, these areas, and these sides and the Naf river is located, that is flow for the north and the south into the Bay of Bengals right now, okay. And from here the rest of the border as mix of hilly and forest area. Let me zoom here just a second. This is the this is basically known as Tekna Peninsulas and Naf rivers, that is emergence Bay of Bengals to the end of the wider sides here. And here, the south sides, you can see the small islands. Just a second. Uh, that is Saint Martin's. I think there is a note locations is here, and this place is basically the memory of the places, and they speak about the sometimes it's St. Martin's Islands. It's also the southern tips of the Bangladesh, okay. And now we look at the peninsula, the Tikna Peninsula, basically a part of the Bangladesh, okay. And this area is very important because this the hot spot, okay, of the refugee crossings, okay, especially related to the 2017 Rohingya Muslims migrations. And over the 1 million Rohingya Muslims refugees fled from the Myanmar to Rakhine state and Bangladesh from this area. Basically, they used to boats to cross the Naf rivers, and some refugees also cross through the forest area along the borders. Okay, if you follow the rivers from the south to north, here the lands borders starts. Okay, and which is a full of the hills and forest terrains. And here we'll also find the Bangladesh Myanmar highway, okay, that is located here. And usually in the such borders area you would expect a heavy monitoring and patrolling done by the security forces, okay, and from the both countries, right. But currently the Arkan army has recently gained control over the significant area along the Myanmar Bangladesh borders, okay, and including the strategic locations is here and near the highway connecting the two countries basically. And by the way, this 271 kilometers long border is also the prime spots here for the illegal crossing, smuggling is here, and the activities of the armed groups here. That is the Arkan army. Arkan's army, Arkan Rohanis and Salivations is here. And now it is discuss the difference between the Arkan's army and Arkan Rohingya's Salivations. That's the second. First of all, they are both the ethnic army military groups, okay, and operating by the Myanmar. In the Myanmar, they are the primary from the Arakan states, and but their operations extend beyond the regions. At the regions, I use the word ethnics is because the Arakan's army are the predominantly Buddhist, okay, and peoples, and the Arakan Rohingya Salvation's army area ARSA, that is stand for represented the Rohingya Muslims populations only. So the each one is a fighting for the rights and the autonomy for their own ethnic group peoples. Okay, and another difference is that two groups is here is that the Arakan's army is a little bigger in size. Okay, and they are the more like an organized military. They have more manpowers and they have resources, and they have the territory under the controls. On the other hand, IRSA is a smaller in the size, okay, and they are the more like the insurgent groups. They typically relies on the head drum tactics, okay, and ambushes and the raids, and rather than the large scale the military operations, okay. And basically we say that both the groups are have deep ethnic and political differences, and therefore they have fought each other over the territorial control and ideological perspectives views here. And if you look at the entire countries, Myanmar, just a second, it is officially Buddhist majority countries, and almost 90% of the populations follow Buddhism, and the remaining populations is primarily made of the Muslim and the Muslim Christians, with the smaller number of the Hindus as well as. But if you see the Buddhist peoples in Myanmar, especially in the Rakhine state, has always had the problem with the growing numbers of the Muslim Rohingyas, and they see them as a threat to their the Buddhist identity, values, and the culture. And if you see this is a true and a genuine concern. And if you look at the European countries, those who have given the refugees to the Muslim under the 2015 European migrations from the Middle East to Africa. Today, those European countries are concerned about the identity and values and the culture. And these are the fundamental issues. Every place it has its own issues and values and identity. And if the over the time there is a threat that it is a natural for the peoples for there has a genuine concern. Okay, just a second.